Training Camp Daily continues tomorrow night right here on your cable home for Browns football, Sports Time Ohio. It airs at 10 o'clock. Jim Donovan, Mary Kay Cabot, Andre Knott. They'll be providing updates from practice out in Berea. And for more updates on training camp, follow STO Browns on Twitter. Training Camp Daily, that's tomorrow night at 10 o'clock right here on Sports Time Ohio. Well, it gives us great delight to welcome Chris Jennings, the running back of the Cleveland Browns, to the show. Comes into the studio on a Sunday night, and appreciate it. Good to see you.
Well, nice to see you too. Pleasure.
How was it yesterday?
It was fun. Fun, beautiful weather, and a great turnout. So, yeah.
And you started for the white team.
For the white team, yeah.
Mostly passing, though.
Passing, yeah. Yes, sir.
But at any rate, this year, a lot of optimism, especially considering the way the team finished up.
Very strong, yes, sir. So we're just trying to pick up from where we left off last year and catch it rolling, full steam downhill.
How tough was it, Chris? First of all, I should give you some background, Chris. You're originally out of University of Arizona.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful place, Tucson, by the way. The Indians used to train there.
Yeah, weather it teases you. Yeah.
And University of Arizona, where Kenny Lofton just inducted by the Indians into the Indians Hall of Fame, but went to U of Arizona, and Pac-10 guy, and went to the Canadian Football League.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And then you got picked up by the Browns in 09, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Second game of the preseason against Detroit.
Take us through what last year was like, Chris. Brutal, because, it started, we had the quarterback controversy and then all those losses. Yeah. End of the season was a positive note, but, man, how brutal was that to get there?
Well, it was new for me coming down here from Canada. I just wanted to make the team and live my dream of playing in the NFL. When the controversy of the quarterback and everything went on, I tried not to read into it too deep. I just wanted to see how I can contribute to the team and get on the roster some way, somehow. So, but yeah, we finished so strong last year. And one thing about that team of the Browns, I mean, the locker room is so strong. We're so well put together, and we mesh so well that it's family, and a well-defined term or name to define the locker room is family for us. So everybody's so tight. And we stuck together very strong at the end of the season.
That's great to hear, Chris. But it had to be tough with the uncertainty from week to week with the quarterback situation. And it was Mangini's first year, too.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't try to read too much into it. But going in and out of practice day in, day out, I just wanted to see and do my job. I want to see how I can contribute. Special teams, running back, gaining yards for the offensive side of the ball. So so far as the quarterback, controversy, that wasn't my thing.
And what was it like? You came in the second preseason game. What was it like with Mangini's camp, and as opposed perhaps to this year's camp? Because I do hear that guys now understand the way he runs the camp, and he makes you run those laps if you follow up in some way or form, right?
Yes. He stays. I like his coaching style. I finished high school in Kentucky, and it's old school. Where I went to school is old school coaching, and that's why I get a vibe from him. It's old school coaching. If you mess up, it's things you got to do for your mess up or fumble or penalty on the field. So, but yeah, I like his coaching style, and I like his energy. And we go out there, and he's a well respected man around that facility. So, good things are going in terms of respect for him.
What is the difference now that Holmgren is the boss man and bringing in Heckert and a whole new regime? Takes a lot of pressure off of Coach Mangini because he had a lot on his plate last year.
Yeah. Holmgren is a player's coach as well as Mangini. Holmgren is a player's coach, and wonderful vibes. When I first seen him, it was like, oh man, it's Holmgren. I've heard so many things about him, but then again, when I shook his hand, it was a warm feeling. That he was down to earth and I could talk to him. I don't have to sit there and be in a shell like, oh my gosh, I'm scared. This the, Holmgren from Seattle and other teams. So, well down to earth type guy. Yeah.
And made a point of getting to know you guys already as early on as it is, I'm sure. He is with the fans. We showed some video of him in his golf cart going around and getting pictures taken with the fans at your practices. Yeah. You guys are all focused, but, he's just that kind of a personable guy.
Yeah, very, very cool guy. Like I said, down to earth. And, I mean, just the way he interacts with us, I wouldn't be shocked the way, for him to interact with fans as well in the field. So, yeah.
You finished off very well. The times that you got in there, you contributed, you were impactful. That had to make you feel good going into the offseason.
Yes. When I finished the season, I know I had focal points of where I wanted to, polish up on my game. And I did so. I trained in Arizona where I finished college and everything. But yeah, I had my focal points, my goals, put everything down on paper and went after in the off season, and it's paying off. So I'm just trying to contribute to the team and see where things go.
You're at such a high-risk injury position, too. Anything can happen, even though the Browns drafted Hardesty. What happens? He gets hurt right away. I mean, you guys are in I think, the highest-risk injury position in pro ball.
Yeah, so far speaking on that position, it used to be a one-back type